Welcome back. Today's video I'm going to be talking about why your life will suck if you don't leave your comfort zone. So for today's video I actually brought out the iPad because I feel like some of my conversations kind of got off topic. This is going to keep it streamlined, right to the point. So get comfortable and let's get into it. So what is a comfort zone? Comfort zone, per my definition, I didn't look this up, it's a construct that encompasses anything that is familiar and does not provoke a fight or flight response. So two parts to it. Anything that is familiar, your family, your friends that you currently have, your pet, these are all things that are within our comfort zone. A lot of us have heard of comfort food, you know, mac and cheese. Generally things that are unhealthy, highly palatable, make us feel good. Our comfort zone usually makes us feel good in the short term, but we'll see how leaving that comfort zone can actually benefit you. The second part of my definition, besides being familiar with it, to be in your comfort zone, it's something that doesn't provoke a fight or flight response. When you step out of your comfort zone, especially for the first couple times, you're going to get a fight or flight response. That's your body's sympathetic response. That just means your stress hormones go up, you start feeling your heart rate go up, you start sweating, you get feelings of anxiety, nervousness. That is a fight or flight response. It's designed because when we see a stressor, biologically, if we see a bear in the woods, we're going to get our fight or flight response. It's going to make us be able to fight it better, like we'll be stronger, or we can run faster away. So it's makes us physically more capable of certain feats, but a lot of times we don't need that physical capabilities, we need mental capabilities, and we lose out on that when we are in our fight or flight. So let's take a deeper dive here. Anything in your life that is worth having requires either hard work or extreme luck. Think about it. If you're talking financial success, you either have to get extremely lucky, which makes up like 0.2% of the population in terms of being blessed. Let's say your dad is Bill Gates. Well, you're pretty lucky, and you're gonna be rich. Or you were born in poverty, but you won the lottery, and that's extreme luck. On the other hand, 99.8% of the time, if we want what's worth having, you have to put in the hard work to get it. If that's going to be your physique, you have to go to the gym, you have to eat clean, you have to go time after time again, and that work is hard. Same thing if you want to become a doctor, you have to go to med school, you have to put in the hours of studying, and all the bad things that come with it. It's hard, but that's what makes the end reward so sweet. You miss out on that kind of hard work, sweetness type of reward system when you're just blessed with extreme luck. That's where this quote comes from, where if everything was easy, or if it was easy, everyone would do it. That's a lot of times what I tell my clients in the gym when they're asking me, how fast is it going to take to get their dream physique? And the short answer is, it's going to take a long time. If it was easy, everyone would be walking around with six packs. But there's a reason that over half of the American population is fat, because no one wants to leave their comfort zone and learn and step in a gym for the first time. It might make them feel uncomfortable. Some of the new foods they have to eat, some of the foods they have to not eat that were once in their comfort zone, and then stepping out of that comfort zone and eating new foods that are healthier initially is going to be really hard. But in the long term, it's going to give them the real things that they're after, which is that physique, a sense of feeling good. So that kind of brings me into my my main point here. What happens when you leave your comfort zone? Initially, it's not good, right? You leave your comfort zone, you're going to experience pain. You're going to experience stress and anxiety. You're going to experience fear and possibly failure. Not every time that you leave your comfort zone are you guaranteed a success, right? You might leave your comfort zone, go to the gym, try to get in shape, and it doesn't work out. You might go and try to talk to that girl at the coffee shop. She might shut you down. You still left your comfort zone, but you got all the bad things, you didn't get any of the good. But if you really kind of think about it retrospectively, you might have gotten some good. Because you could tell yourself, hey, at least you did that. At least you tried to step out of your comfort zone, and you did. So initially, yeah, things aren't good. Stress, anxiety, fear, pain. These are all the fight or flight kind of stuff that you get, right? When I say pain, I mean physical and I mean mental. If you're trying to go to the gym, right? Working out hurts. There's a new t-shirt going around that says, I don't like working out because it hurts. And it's funny, but it's funny because it's true. Some people don't like working out because it hurts. So what happens maybe later though? Right? We just talked about all the bad things that happen when you initially leave your comfort zone, but what about the long term? Well, now you start to experience things like joy, pride, success, right? Like I said, anything worth having is not easy to acquire. You're going to be happy that you left your comfort zone. You're going, sending all these job applications, trying to get a new job. It's hard. You got to get rejected by a lot of them. But if you never did it, you would never succeed. All right, we're going free ball now. My iPad just died, so I really wasn't looking at it that much anyway. Let's go through a couple more examples. So getting a job. How about getting a girlfriend or getting a significant other, right? You have to go out of your comfort zone, talk to new people. They're scary, you know? Girls are scary, man. They are. But if you want a girlfriend, you have to talk to them. They're not just going to spawn in thin air. Maybe if you're Bill Gates, you can like pay them to be your girlfriend, but that's not really what a girlfriend is. So you have to step out of your comfort zone. But long-term benefits, all right, you feel that companionship, right? That thing that everyone wants. Everyone wants one, or in theory, they want a good one, but you have to get out of your comfort zone in order to acquire that. Getting in shape. I talked about this a lot in the video already. You have to, if you're out of shape, you're stepping out of your comfort zone by going to the gym. You think everyone's going to be judging you there. Most of the times they're not. There might be a few people that are though, and you have to be okay with that. But you have to go through that. You have to be at a place where you can work out. Sure, you might be able to do it in the comfort of your home, but it won't be as effective, most likely. And you have to leave the foods behind that you don't want to eat. You got to eat the new foods, right? You got to be comfortable being hungry. If you want to be in a calorie deficit, you're gonna get hungry. That's not fun. That's a new feeling you got to be okay with. But eventually, it will pay off. When you look into that mirror and you see the first couple abs, the first top two, then the next two, then the last couple two, make the six-pack. Every time you get a little leaner, you're gonna feel so good about yourself. Or when you're checking your weights in the gym and you see that weight go up, even if you're not trying to lose weight, say you're just trying to like get stronger, right? Doing it, exercise physically hurts. Like doing heavy sets of leg extensions, my God, that hurts. But you know that next week, because you suffered so much and you left your comfort zone that previous session, the long-term benefit is going to come. So I think you can apply this to a bunch of different aspects of your life. Hopefully the iPad maybe made this feel like it was more on track. Maybe we get more than 20 views. These are questions I don't know the answers to. But for the few of you that may watch this, hope you enjoyed. And I'll try to keep posting more. I got a bunch of free time now in the summer, at least for a month, so content will be up.